I think everyone sort of understands what brought us here today. Thousands of people enjoy game day in and around Commonwealth Stadium. The vast majority of people, including students, tailgate safely and responsibly and have a great time. In recent weeks, and over several weeks, I think, we've had one particular area that had become a concern for everybody, safety officials, student leaders, administrators, which prompted the measures that were taken that everyone reported about last week. I think President Capilouto would tell you he's not surprised at all, though, that our students, as usual, have shown a lot of leadership here and have taken some initiative about thinking about some ways that we can collaborate to move forward to ensure that people can have fun, but also a safe environment. And Stephen, President Billis, met with Dr. Capilouto earlier this week, and they had a long and candid discussion along with some of our student affairs officials about how we could move forward in a constructive way. That prompted a number of meetings throughout the week with safety officials, with student affairs officials, and then finally yesterday with our colleagues in the city to talk about how we can move forward. And that's resulted in the email that went out to campus this morning, and will also go out to ticket holders that within the one area we were talking about along Cooper Drive between the University and Sports Center drives, a lifting of the restrictions that were placed last week because of the escalating series of incidents that have been occurring. So that'll occur this week, and then President Billis has got a number of people working with the President's office, with student affairs, with safety officials, with the city to talk about sort of long-term. You know, after this week's game, we've got a gap of over a week between the next game, which is homecoming, and they're going to talk about, we don't have anything firm yet, but they're going to talk about some sort of long-term plans and thoughts and thinking about how we can ensure that tailgating continues there. The most important thing for the university is safety. We want everyone to have a safe time. We want everyone to have a good time. We want the traditions of tailgating, which are cherished around here, to continue. But the most important thing is a safe environment, and I think everyone agrees with that. And we're very appreciative of the leadership always of our chief and other safety officials, but particularly of our students, as exemplified by Stephen and other students who have stood up to say, let's think about how we can work together to make this work. So that's where we are. I'll turn it over to them, and then we'll answer your questions.
No, I just want to thank everybody for being here today. As Jay mentioned, I met with the President earlier this week, and we had an open discussion about how do we solve the problem of providing a safe environment for our students. All of us know we enjoy the rich tradition of tailgating here at the University of Kentucky, but again, how do we do that in a safe manner to where our students have a safe experience, an enjoyable experience, and are not harmed in any way. We've met with local officials, members of the university, and had very open discussions throughout the week on how do we solve this problem. Gotten the perspective of all, and it's one of my duties to kind of collaborate on all these different interests and find a middle ground so that everybody's happy, because at the end of the day, if the university proposes a plan of action that is not adoptable by the students, it's a waste of everyone's time. So we have to figure out a way where we can make all parties happy. And I think this is the step in the right direction. I'm very happy and pleased with the efforts made by the President's office, the administration, the students, the local officials. We are moving in a step to the right direction in developing a new culture, a new age of tailgating, safe practices, and I'm looking forward to the weeks to come, working with more student leaders, getting their insights, getting their input, because this is a very interesting issue. I mean, it can be applied to more than just tailgating. How we treat the community, how we act responsibly in high-risk situations. And going forward, I look forward to the open discussions from both students and administrators and local officials.
First of all, let me applaud the President and Stephen for both trying to work together and including the police department and other public safety officials in the process where we all can reach what I feel like is going to be the common good for everybody, the students, the community, as well as the university, in reaching a long-term solution that I think is going to be beneficial to everyone. This weekend, as Jay said, we're going to lift the restrictions in the Cooper Drive area to go ahead and allow tailgating again. and we'll keep as normal as possible in that area of presence. The officers that are limited in that area, and it'll continue to be, just a limited amount of officers in the area. I feel like the message was sent, and everybody is on board now that we need to change, as Steve said, the culture of tailgating to a new era, where we have responsible and safe tailgating, and that's our main goal, is we want everybody to enjoy the fan day experience of tailgating as well as being on the campus. So that's what we've tried to accomplish, and I feel like we've done a good job, and we're going to give it an effort this weekend.